anytime you want to take over, bro.
Yo! Man, I took everything. Damn. Yo, welcome to the On Mute goddamn podcast. Nah, it ain't even that, pimp. It's all good. Man, before we even start this goddamn episode off tonight, we're gonna take a moment of silence for Kobe Bryant, who passed away today. Him and Gigi. Yeah, just everybody just by your heads and all that good stuff.
Look down, man.
Alright, man. It's been a rough day for me, so y'all can go ahead. You know, if y'all want to tell y'all favorite Kobe moments or why he means so much to y'all before we get started with this episode is about tonight, y'all go ahead. Whoever want to take control of that first.
I'll go first since I'm on the outside. Y'all already know I'm a Celtics fan. But,
Mr. I Bleed Green.
Yeah, nah, it ain't. It's just it's a game, bro. But Kobe a legend. That was hard because as an athlete myself, it's hard to play that game and not at least respect that man. Kobe's game was complete. He was elite, a leader, and just you could see what was going on with his daughter and some of that reflection, and just to know that both of them are gone, man, it's kind of crazy.
Favorite Kobe moment, brother?
Favorite Kobe moment, shit, when they took us out, I thought we was gonna do back to back, man, and I was upset, but all I could do was respect it. Like he did exactly what he needed to do. He came and took care of business. That was a great series, and then it's I gotta mention when he bust
Jalen Rose ass.
Yeah, the whole Toronto squad actually.
Sat out the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he really did that.
Blocked.
So, and then the last one when he went out, you know what I'm saying? Like, what he dropped 61?
60.
60.
Yeah,
60.
60.
60 on the way up.
60 on his last game, bro. Like that's monumental. That just lets you know that boy had the juice.
Nah, absolutely. Me and my wife watched that game, and we was just kind of stunned. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, he could still. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he wanted to, you kind of got that from that game. Like, damn, we could still do it.
You really want to retire?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We was in the crib, like Snoop and all of them was in the arena. Like, we was turning. Anybody that know me know, like, I'm not a big Kobe fan. You know what I'm saying? But the older I got, the more and more I was able to like just appreciate that nigga's mentality. You know what I'm saying? His hunger. His ethic. Just putting it all in the game. Like the same things that I respected about AI are the same things that I respect about Kobe. And that's just really being a killer. You know what I'm saying? Having ice in your veins. He was the epitome of it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, my favorite moments, you know what I'm saying, would have to be like him and AI, you know what I'm saying, going at it. And then
Him and MJ first.
that one, and then the him and C Webb squad, what was squad?
Sacramento
Kings. Yeah, that series,
that was great.
that always sticks out in my head.
To be honest with you, bro, I can't pinpoint a favorite Kobe moment, but I was a diehard fan, bro. I probably wouldn't even be a Laker fan if it wasn't for Kobe, to be honest with you. Had the pleasure of seeing that man play. It was an honor to see him play. I mean, how many times a nigga walk around his crib? Nigga, I still shoot my daughter diapers in the trash can. Yeah, Kobe, bro. Like, facts, nigga.
Yeah.
I mean, that, like, I ain't trying to be in this whole crime, bro, but that shit hurt,
Shit,
nigga.
too late.
Like, niggas at work, my manager bust in, man, Kobe just died. I was like, nigga, you tripping. And then he was like, nah, nigga, it's on TMZ. And nigga, my whole body was just like,
Yeah, I did not want to read that shit.
dog, that shit crazy.
I wanted it to be trolling, bro.
I was on the road. I was on my way back to Houston when I saw the text message because y'all the ones that let me know. Because I wouldn't have known. You know what I'm saying? I'm driving.
Dog, that shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, I did not want that shit to be real. I was just hoping it was like an oversight. You know what I'm saying?
Right, for
Like,
sure.
It just don't even sound right, bro.
For sure. And the thing is, watching this man enjoy life after basketball,
Yeah.
like this nigga was chilling courtside with his daughter, dissecting the game.
Yeah.
Nigga, I went to the Rockets game and my daughter, she asked me, well, what's the 3-pointer? When they do this, so I mean, just that moment I had with my daughter, I was like, damn, that was us at the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing her what's this play and a 2-3 and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just watching that man enjoy life after basketball with his kid, bro, and now she's going too, and that shit crazy, bro.
That's tough.
I think that's what got to me the most. I mean, it's definitely tough losing Kobe, especially in a way like that. But to know that his daughter was following in his footsteps and she won't get the chance to live her dream, bro. That shit, it's not right, bro.
She was cold too.
She was cold, bro. My mama seen her, bro.
Yeah, she had that fadeaway.
Yeah, bro. And, if I had to pinpoint a moment, bro, which is tough, it would probably be his first All-Star game with my favorite player, KG. You know, they got back-to-back lives they threw these
Yeah,
bro. I thought that
for
shit
sure.
was super live,
Sure,
bro.
man.
But, man, just I hope his family and friends and everything are doing all right, man. It's tough on everybody. I know if it's tough on us, I know how I can imagine how they feel.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say, you know what I'm saying, just rest in peace to, you know what I'm saying, everybody who's got their lives lost today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not just Kobe. Absolutely.
Prayers go out to everybody's families, and that's a trying situation right now. When you lose two crucial members of your family, even just a family member in general, like that shit is just hard to overcome, you know what I'm saying? Even as people, not as just us fans or whatnot. So everybody's heart's going out to you right now. But me personally, I'm not even gonna lie, I spent a whole lot of time in my life hating the Lakers, cause straight up. And me as a LeBron fan, like when that nigga came to, well, let me just break down my history of fandom, cause a lot of people have a lot of stuff to say. I started up when in the late 80s as a Jordan fan because my dad was a big Laker fan. My mama liked Michael Jordan. She liked niggas with bald heads. Eventually, my daddy cut his hair. You know what I'm saying? so you know what I'm saying? Like, and when Kobe came to the league, it was just like another breath of fresh air because she knew he played like Jordan. So that was her next dude. So I was like, you know what? I was getting to the point where I'm like getting on my own on basketball and shit. So I'm liking the AIs, I'm liking the Reggie Millers, I'm liking the Ray Allens, and you know what I'm saying, other niggas outside of Kobe because I'm my mama's favorite player. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like my mama. You know what I'm saying? My daddy don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's some other shit. So I spent my whole lot of time like dissing Kobe, but the whole time I'm respecting this nigga because at the same time, like, the dude was cold. The nigga was dedicated to every fucking thing of the game, bro. Like, the nigga didn't even fucking want to deal with you as a teammate if you wasn't on your shit. And that's, like Vaughn said, as I got older, I started to respect that work ethic more because you can see a nigga that's just 100% dedicated to his fucking craft. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kobe was like, when that Mamba mentality that people say, you know what I'm saying? That's just some shit that you could just go out there and give it your all. It really don't mean like the jokes and the memes would mean like that don't pass the ball type shit, nigga. That shit just means you go put all that shit on the line no matter what the fuck happens, nigga. That's Mamba mentality. And I think a lot of people need to put that in their everyday now. You know what I'm saying? Just like Kobe did, live that shit to the fullest. And we get this situation where we get to looking at these players and like, oh, they retired like they old man. That nigga like 7-6 years older than us. You know what I'm saying? That nigga ain't no old man. Right. You know what I'm saying? We looking at the nigga go gracefully until his retirement, but though, bro, he's still living life. And that's the thing that inspired me the most about that shit. Even though a lot of niggas retire and just fall off the map, you'll never hear from them niggas. Kobe was always doing something positive. And as a nigga like me, I looking up to that. I can give you 100 million on the court motherfucking instance where I love to see Kobe. But the biggest thing that stands out to me was that nigga won that Oscar. You know what I'm saying? That was more than any motherfucking ring you could get because that means you just transcended from your main craft and just did something else effortlessly and still achieved and excelled in that shit, dog. So my whole thing was, I'm like, bro, I just see so much that Kobe could have did and so much that Kobe left on the table unfinished. It hurts me to see that shit because I just knew that man he had a genius level type vibe to him, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, he didn't let a whole lot of people in his circle because of that. And I can feel that shit because when you got so dedicated to your own shit, my nigga, you just want everything to fucking go the right way how your shit go. And that's that vision that Kobe had. And my whole thing about it, I looked at his outside life, and that's what I felt the most about him. On court shit, I can give you all day.
I was very happy that he got to walk off like how he wanted to too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
That injury wasn't the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll go next. I'm not going to really pinpoint a basketball moment, but the Achilles injury and how he went back out and shot them 2 free throws with half the shoe off, and you could tell he was in pain because he had tears in his eyes, You just saw like a part of him was like I heard some pop. And if anybody know anybody with Achilles that experienced that injury, that pop is something very, very serious. And I never was really good at basketball, but I wrote a research paper on Kobe back in 8th grade over at, back at Morris, back home. And I just remembered like just staying up all night, because this is when we just got internet, because back then internet was a luxury for us, you know what I mean? We really, it was dial up, you couldn't be on the phone and the internet at the same time because it'd be some shit at the house. But I just remember being on the internet at night, 11, 12 o'clock at night, just looking up Kobe inside and out, man. And just that man's, like, yeah, everybody been saying work ethic, man, but just somebody who has struggled with motivation, has struggled with doubt, you know what I mean? And being down here in Texas and not really having no direct family to go vent to when shit hit the fan, you go turn on a Kobe motivational speech, you know what I'm saying? A TED talk that he did, and just something that really put the perspective back in place where you, if you struggle with that point, if and when that time come. And just these last couple of years, man, just it's been an up and down. And one of the things I turned to, bro, was anything Kobe. It was Nipsey, it was Kobe, it was my man to my right here. You know what I'm saying? It was just a lot of stuff that came out of that, man. And it's really hard to put it in words, but a lot of us grew up with Kobe. You know what I mean? A lot of and when you see grown ass men on the basketball side, Tyson Chandler was just sitting on the sideline just shaking his head. You got just young people, just a worldly impact of everybody just fuck. You know, that's been the response all day. Fuck. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, I booed that home. Yeah. I straight up did, because it's like a part of my childhood is gone. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Way too early. That's my take.
Right.
So I think, you know, it's different because we all watch Kobe from the start to the finish, right? And I think we can go back to Live 97, 7 out, 8
guard. Roster guard.
We put Eddie Jones on the bench. We started Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like to see, you know, his start, you know, to finish, and like the transition, you know, like you were saying earlier, you know, he was just starting something different. You know, like how he mentored a lot of our favorite players today. Like, I think that was just next level. But to be short and to give my favorite moment, I could talk about Game 4 of the finals versus the Indiana Pacers when Shaq fouled out. But for me, USA game, talking to Kyrie, easy.
Bro.
Easy money. Easy money.
That's a meme.
And it was just the confidence and the OG in Kobe, looking at a younger him saying, fam, you really, what he said? He said, hey, coach gonna have to call it a double. You don't need a pick, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I can just relate to just that casual shit talking. It was like Kobe was like a brother. You know what I'm saying? It's different than Jordan. Like, we came in the middle of Jordan's career. We saw Kobe from start to finish. We grew with him. You know, seeing him win 3 and everybody doubt. You know, we was arguing with Kobe and T-Mac at one point, and you know, a lot of you T-Mac idiots. But you know, but like just to see the excitement winning 4. And then winning 1 more than Shaq. Like, he wanted to win. And I felt like that was something a lot different. 24 hours a day. Niggas was talking about, oh, 1 greater than Jordan. No, he's talking about what he puts in every day to be who he is. And it's, you know, being a father, and, you know, I can get into all, you know, tragic. Very tragic.
Another thing.
Big Perk, after the course, Big Perk, go ahead.
I'm just mad because he's supposed to go into the hall soon, man, and we won't get to see that, bro.
Right.
That was gonna be a speech.
We won't get to see it. And I know, man, like I said, KG was my favorite player going on. I know that nigga gone. He not gonna be able to handle himself.
Yeah. But you know what though? You know what I think just the love that everybody's gonna have. Hopefully they pick the right individual to stand up, or the right individuals to stand up and speak, you know, on his behalf, on his family's behalf. Yeah. And it's still gonna be a monument.
It's still
like that room is just gonna it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
LeBron gonna be crazy. I ain't really heard much.
He has to do it.
LeBron has to do it.
He hasn't said nothing yet.
He got off the plane and
he was crying.
You can see he was fucked up.
To forever in your mind know that one of the biggest moves in your career is intertwined with just the night before going into a deep ass story about the impact he made on you. And every single word you spoke was like a vision for the future.
Yeah.
The day after you said,
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bert.
Man, to give this some perspective, Kobe Bryant was 41.
yeah.
I'm 40.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it's like we right there. You know, he graduated the year before I did, and his impact on the culture is unheard of. It's stuff we don't think about.
Yeah.
Moesha, rap, Sprite commercials, Nike, being one of the 6 guys that actually has a Nike shoe.
Right.
Not like Team Jordan. And you have
That nigga
Kobe.
jumped over with Maserati.
You jumped over Maserati.
Ashley Martin, who the fuck does that?
Right, exactly. And so that in and of itself is one thing. His impact off the court. He was a good father. He was a great businessman.
Yeah.
You know, he had to choose between his wife and his family. Won a championship and had that on his brain.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a special person to deal with that.
Yeah.
It takes a special person. The Kobe moment that sticks out to me the most is 2. It's the one where he threw it off the backboard to himself.
And pass it to the song.
Right. And the other one is he separated his right shoulder, which is the shoulder he shoots with, and he shot free throws with his left hand.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
With his left hand.
Yeah.
You know, like a separated shoulder is one thing,
bro.
and then to stay out there and shoot with your left hand, unassisted, and hit both of them.
Yeah.
That's like,
Gotta be a
like,
different animal in the same beast.
yeah.
What the fuck? What does that mean?
Exactly.
So, you know, that's what it is. That's what it is. And it just goes to show, like I said, he was 41, I'm 40. Shoot, man, I love y'all. We might not be here tomorrow. I gotta give you roses. I gotta give you roses while you're here, man. I got to.
And I lied. My favorite Kobe moment was that dunk contest, bro. His rookie season.
Oh,
Man.
Ball head Kobe.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, Kobe.
Threw the legs and then pointed at the crowd. Brandy was going nuts in the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Bet you was.
Here you go, man. Here you go.
Chill out, man.
I'll go last.
You're not last, but go ahead.
Who's it? You didn't go yet.
No, I didn't. That's why I'm last.
No, let me go last because yours will be more poignant than mine, and mine's not going to be.
I think DJ should go last.
Oh, okay. Well, just we say on here often, basketball wasn't as big of a part of my life as it was with y'all's life, but all this stuff that happened with him today brought up a lot of feelings for me because when I was younger, I didn't really understand basketball because I don't really fuck with it like that. But a lot of that brought up stuff with my dad because he would stay up late to watch those games. And he would always tell me this kid is gonna be special, this kid is dope, this kid is that, whatever. So to have watched or known about his career, known about his accolades, see him retire, see him thrive, see him have kids, see him, everybody talking about him talking to his daughter. I was talking to somebody that's on the panel tonight, offline earlier. He wasn't talking to his daughter like a father talking to a daughter. He was talking to her like a colleague. He was talking to her like a coworker. Like they were talking shop. They were talking business. I don't count that. I count that as more bonding than if like they would have went and had ice cream, because that's something that she loves and that is his love. So like the fact that he got the chance to share his heart with his heart, because if you have a child, your child is your heart. He got to share his heart, his love for basketball has to be one of the loves of his life, which is his child. I think that's just beautiful that he got to experience that, and it pains me that this dude is just gone like this. And I see how it affects people, and I'm affected by it, so I can't imagine how people who were invested, like people who follow his stat line, follow his game, saw him do everything that he did. I can't think of him as just an athlete because he's way more than that. I love my favorite standout Kobe moment will have to be that whole little skit with Kanye or whatever, because I love the fact that as serious as he is and his his whole Mamba mentality thing, and as dope and as deep as that goes, he can still have a little fun with himself.
Just like the 81 commercial.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Classic.
He could still have fun with himself and say, yes, when I'm working, when it is work, it is work. But you know what? I know that I'm really serious, and some of y'all think this is sideways. Let's have a little fun with it. So the fact that you get that feeling that as seriously as he took his craft, he could also be like, we can have a little fun with y'all. Let's do this. So I mean, I love the spark and the love for life that dude had. It's sad to see it happen like this. It really is. That's my take on it. DJ?
For me, and today been rough, bro. When I first got the message from my wife, she was in the other room. She was like, "Is this shit real?" And it said TMZ. Isaiah had posted it, like literally right after TMZ posted it. So I'm like, man, fuck TMZ. Everybody listen to TMZ. They killed Wayne and Ross, nigga. Yep. We good. And so I'm just sitting there. I got my TV set to ESPN, NBA TV, and CNN. And I'm just repeat, just checking all three back to back, scrolling the timeline. I didn't did the timeline refresh so much, ain't shit even popping up no more. And then finally, when that shit finally came up on LA Times said, yeah, TMZ is right. Yeah. He was on a plane. I just had to go in there lay next to my wife, man. I just boo-hooed like a little ass, like a little bitch. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, when I first started watching basketball, I was watching the Lakers. And then, so that's all I ever knew. So when Kobe came in, he was straight out of high school. I was like, yeah, that's dope as fuck. Young ass nigga in here taking over, trying to take over the league. Him and Eddie Jones was my favorite thing to watch. And then just watching him steadily grow and then watching how he dissected the game. Like, and everybody always thought he was arrogant, he was an asshole. My mama hated Kobe Bryant. And she was getting mad every time I would cut his games on. She was like, Kobe's just too arrogant. And I was like, oh well, we watching it tonight. That's what we watching. Ain't nobody trying to watch no Rockets.
Oh man.
Yeah, I said it. I said it.
Wasn't nobody trying to watch it.
You didn't have to say that.
But I did though. That's what I told my mama. Rest in peace. That's how we used to argue in the living room. And then so that was just it. And then so when I finally kind of got over that today, then you get the news that Gigi was on the plane with him.
Oh, yeah.
And my man's got 2 daughters. I got one on the way. Yeah. And like to know, and as I'm watching him and his daughter interact, I'm like, man, I don't get a second son, but I got a daughter, and it could possibly be that. Man, so it's just like, and then when you find out, damn, that man's daughter died, and it didn't make sense because everywhere he went, she went.
She was there, yeah.
So when they said it, my wife second guessed it. I didn't even think twice about it.
No, she's always.
I said, yeah, Gigi is wherever Kobe at, and that I was done. I was done. Like I was like, I'm done for the day. I don't know how we about to pod tonight. And then she was like, well, Kobe does everything great. You need to be great.
That's real.
Congrats on the daughter being on the way too.
Shout out to Jay.
Thank you.
Shout out to Jay for being that rock.
And then but then she left the house to go to work, and my Kobe sneakers was in the car.
Left a nigga with his thoughts.
I told her I ain't going to work if I ain't going to party if I ain't got my Kobe sneakers.
She turned around.
My brother went and got them hoes for me.
You a real one.
That's like,
yeah.
And like my
podcast.
And like I always say my favorite moment just like watching, like today I've been like since he passed, we've been watching the behind the scenes on NBA TV. And just when you see him in the locker room talking to people about the plays that they did during the game and like congratulating dudes on how they was like where they were supposed to be when they were supposed to be and just knowing, it's just like a lot of people don't dissect the game like that. That shit just crazy. And people don't, and like people hate Kyrie, but that's kind of why I like that nigga too. Sorry, really. But he's a baby Kobe. He tried to be at least. And just like knowing the fact that he found out the news and then walked out to Barclays, that man fucked up, bro. Yeah. And like I was really pissed. Some people said they should have played, but I was really pissed watching these niggas trying to play basketball and niggas holding back tears. Yeah, like we always talk about how we care about how much black men feel and how much their mental health is important, but then you got niggas on the bench boo-hooing, and you got these niggas about to check into a fucking basketball game, nigga. That game is not more important than the niggas' mental health, bro. Like niggas at the tip off talking to each other still. DeRozan still crying. Yeah. Like Corey Joseph over there just rubbing his fucking face.
I was crying.
Yeah, like niggas looked up to this nigga. They worked out all summer with this nigga. They became like brothers, fam. And to tell niggas go tip off a fucking basketball game because niggas bought tickets is fucking trash.
Giannis deactivated his social media account today because he was so hurt from it, man. Because he worked out.
Yeah, he was in there too.
Yeah, he straight up deactivated. He just disconnected himself from the whole shit, man. So him, Giannis, LeBron, Kyrie,
Jason Tatum,
all of them, Eric that was directly like there with him. Definitely the ones.
I ain't even be on there. I ain't even see it.
Yeah. Them tributes got me, bro. Man, them little 24-second violations, bro.
Yeah,
bro. Them hoes got me, dog.
That one before the Rockets game, where the dude was talking, I was like, yeah, man, I'm done. I'm done.
Nigga, I was at work.
Watch that shit.
Who's the brother who's on ESPN that like he
that's
cussed
Jay
you sorry
Will.
for cussing?
That's Jay Will, yeah.
That was some point
Doc.
shit. Yeah.
I'm talking.
Jay
Will was talking on sports, and he was just crying. He couldn't even finish it.
He was just on
He
it.
said shit.
He said shit. He was
Yeah.
like, he said, I know I cussed. I'm sorry, but like,
He got on the NBA ass too. He said they should cancel the games. And he said, I know
Absolutely.
this may get me fired, but this is exactly how
And
I
basically what he was saying is, if you got any pre-existing bullshit going on, let that shit go. Like
Yeah.
if you
There
got
was-
anything going on with
And Perk
anybody,
apologized to KD today.
like let
Like
that
niggas
shit
was
go.
like niggas was letting the petty shit go.
Oh, and
Like, we
fuck
got
you
this
to
shit.
whoever put out that Rick Fox and
Bro,
all of his daughters was on that bitch.
That's what
Fuck
another
you
day.
for putting that
That's
shit out there.
That's
Now,
another
I
day.
will
That shit
say
trash.
this: the media outlets need
Very
to kinda,
irresponsible.
Racing to be
this
first.
was, yeah, like this was terrible. You know,
Very.
from the misreports from whether it was Rick Fox, and the 4 daughters. It's just a lot.
The video.
At some point, you know,
Oh yeah, the bullshit video.
pump the brakes. And we live in this era where like everybody has to be the first person to break the
Except for
news.
being the
And-
right person.
Question.
Yeah.
Quick question. Was it true that U of H coach and his daughter was on
Yes.
there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I just wanted to send my condolences to that family
Absolutely.
too. I know Kobe's, you know, a lot of people.
Somebody else
know,
did too, but yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
earlier.
saying? Like,
That's what I was
really
saying.
close to home as well. Like, you know, we all live in this city, and just to know that, you know, another
And
family was
there's more
affected by
people
that.
involved.
And then being the
Yeah.
first to make the rape joke is just fucking trash. Like,
Being
you just a fucking trash human being.
Wow.
Like,
we're gonna
all the women, we'll talk about this on another week, but all the women that wanted to be first to say, oh, y'all crying over a rapist, y'all are fucking trash. I just want you bitches to know
I
that.
would like to give a
Because the nigga wasn't convicted. I'm gonna need this to be known in America. I know we like to just worry about when the case first starts and never worry about how the shit finished.
Yeah.
But being how my favorite basketball player is Kobe, my favorite rapper is Joe Budden, 2 niggas that's been in the courts and all their cases have all been thrown out of court and found not guilty, or the judge says these bitches are full of bullshit. And bitches always want to make rape jokes and beat a bitch jokes. This shit is fucking trash. Like, you hoes need to do your research and stop trying to be funny and get likes and retweets on fucking Twitter. You stupid sluts.
Facts.
There'll be fallout from that, but really, like you were saying, the people connected with U of A. So it's John Altobelli, his daughter Alyssa, and his wife Carrie were all aboard also.
Whatever it is.
Those are no.
They're averaging 9.
There was 9.
Yeah, the total got up to 9.
So yeah, definitely the Altobelli family. He played back at U of H in the 80s. He played basketball at U of H in the 80s. He is a JUCO baseball coach now, or was, excuse me, was a JUCO baseball coach now. His daughter, his wife, and himself were on the helicopter with them, all going to where they were going. So there's a lot of ripples that are coming out of
Doing
this.
some shit they
Did
do
y'all
all
see the
time,
picture
bro.
of the kids too? Like they was waiting on Kobe and them,
Yeah,
and then
there
when
was
they
a
told
basketball
them,
tournament going on during that
Yeah.
time.
and they just all like bowed their heads
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
That shit kind of.
There's a lot of fallout from this. And as far as Don, like you're talking about, as far as the scramble that was the media, I am 100% sure, I can say this with 100% certainty, there will be fallout from this.
Yeah.
Because I understand that we're in this information age and everything, but you can't, there does have to be that journalistic responsibility.
Absolutely.
Jay, hit me with something real quick. Go ahead.
Y'all got outstanding queued up.
Now we got some station
Can we get some happy music?
I ain't gonna steal that shit.
and then we got some station identification, and then I think DJ had a question for us.